had a 5th place finisher up here before, so like congratulations on that. It's not every day.
I'm good. 5th in the country is an incredible achievement.
Yeah.
It's nothing. You've never finished 5th in the country in quite literally probably anything.
I'm blogger, number 5 blogger in the state right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Incredible achievement.
The fine folks at the Rooster Ohio trolled Riley Gaines on their TikTok. Here is what transpired.
I'm proud to be here in Ohio testifying on behalf of not just female athletes here in the state, but setting the precedent nationwide.
So who paid for your travel today?
The Independent Women's Voice, which is the organization that I work for.
Okay. And who runs that organization?
You could probably find all that information online.
Okay, cool.
Good luck to you.
So you're supposed to be in.
She's got a real reporter. Let's talk to her.
That's fine. I'm well with my rights.
I will be back in the state if there is another opportunity to testify, because again, no girl, no female athlete, regardless of age, regardless of what sport they play, should have to worry about physically comparing themselves to a male. So if the opportunity arises to be back in the state of Ohio, you bet your bottom dollar I will be here.
Are you gonna Are you gonna get a real job?
Chicken, don't
Quit, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's sad.
Very sad.
That's sad, brother. That's sad.
You're in charge.
Yes.
Yep.
2 perverts who need to go get a job.
Man,
Why does it bother you so bad?
You don't have a real job. You should
why does it bother
be. You're
you?
a professional bigot. You're a professional bigot.
It's protecting women from having to compete against males
Bigot.
and change in a locker room.
And in 20 years,
Bigot, then by all means.
20 years, nobody's gonna remember your name. You're gonna cheat you out, spit you up, and all you're gonna have is your hate-filled heart.
Bravo to all y'all for this, because they are right.
School is about to start. Fall is around the corner. You know what that means. The season where everyone seems to catch something is quickly approaching. That's why my family likes to stay stocked up and prepared, especially with trusted medications on hand. Ivermectin has been around for decades, but it's one of those we like to have ready just in case. Whether it's for peace of mind or being prepared for the unexpected, it's good to know you have it if you need it. I highly, highly, highly recommend All Family Pharmacy. It's easy, it's reliable, it's safe, it's backed by science, and you can get ivermectin shipped right to your door. You can go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Riley and get yours today. Don't wait until you need it. Stock up for the school year and for the fall season now.
The glorified 5th place swimmer is now pulling an Alex Jones and selling pills on her pages. I'm sorry, horse paste on her pages. Luckily, there are way more celebrated athletes in sports that are speaking out against one Riley Gaines.
Okay, Adam, had it or hit it, Riley Gaines.
Oh, God. I really have had it with her. Let me tell you, somebody who was 5th, I've got to say, you know what's so sad is that, like, for anybody, this, like, that's not easy what she was able to do. Like, she was a good athlete, not a great athlete, but that she thinks that she can, like, stand toe to toe with somebody like Simone Biles is so absolutely insane. And I hate her because I think that she is a peddler, because she is going out there and she's one step away from going, I've never seen a nail clipper like this. Only she's doing it about everything else. She's doing everything she can. Every time they hit her on Fox News, she's in the suit and she's in the hair.
Yeah.
And she is auditioning. And I'm like, you don't even care about what you're talking about.
That being Olympic medalist ice skater Adam Rippon.
You're just pissed off. And what I truly believe this, is that it all happened and then somebody got in her ear and was like, it's not right. This isn't right. And it's just like one day, I don't feel sorry for her, but there's a part of me that does, because one day, if she ever does wake up, she'll be completely ashamed of herself. And I hope she is, because the way that she goes out and she finds these like obscure teams in these small towns where there's, you know, a little girl softball team where it's just, these girls are just playing softball. They're 10 years old, and you're trying to dox them and, you know, harass these families. Get a grip. First of all, you shouldn't have a platform to be, it's for your rhetoric to even be able to get out there. She's a sorry, sore loser.
Agree.
On that organization, by the way, independent women's voice? You should know this. The Nation's Joan Walsh broke it down in 2016. An analysis by the Center for Media and Democracy, or CMD, provided exclusively to The Nation, would reveal that since the year 2010, Independent Women's Forum and its political arm, Independent Women's Voice, who Riley Gaines referenced, have become aggressive players in conservative politics, embedded in the network of organizations backed by the Koch brothers, advocating for their concerns and playing on their independent label to elect GOP candidates. More from Walsh. In the 1990s, IWF was a plucky organization devoted to debunking radical feminism, promoting the work of IWF author Christina Hoff Sommers. Remember Who Stole Feminism and the War Against Boys, and railing against new laws prohibiting sex discrimination and sexual harassment, showing, with some questionable data, how they would actually hurt women. IWF lobbied against the 1994 Violence Against Women's Act, claiming wives instigate violence, including severe violence against husbands, more often than husbands do against wives, channeling their inner Stephen A. Smith. It opposed the gender integration of the Virginia Military Institute and joined with men's sports organizations to attack Title IX education regulations that protected funding for female sports teams as unfair to men. Ahead of the midterms, to the surprise of no one, they packed mass media with a certain theme of messaging. Independent Women's Voice, or IWV, lobbies against the Equal Rights Amendment, criticizes public school curriculum, and opposes government-funded parental leave. Recently, they have turned their resources to fighting trans rights. And according to documents shared with The Guardian by watchdog True North Research, Independent Women's Voice budgeted nearly $6 million to promote anti-trans messaging in 10 swing states in advance of last year's midterms. Alyssa Bowen, senior researcher and managing editor at True North, would say, "Don't be fooled by their name. This group is a tool of the right to advance an extremist agenda." Policy experts, not surprised at all. Kelly Baden, VP for Public Policy at the Guttmacher, which tracks policies related to sexual and reproductive health, would say GOP candidates really suffered from headlines about abortion. It makes absolute sense that they would rather talk about a 12-year-old being on puberty blockers. Here is what I say, all right? Riley Gaines is an opportunist. When you are someone who is seeing the end of your career, for example, in sports, and now you got to think about what you are going to do afterwards, and you really probably don't even know. You're 21, maybe you're still figuring it out. College athletes, I praise a lot of y'all. It takes a lot of time, and your schedules are jam-packed. But now, you're close to graduating. You're close to being done. And you can't make the Olympics because at the trials, you finished rather poorly. And you're thinking about your next move and you're plotting. And out of nowhere, a trans swimmer finishes ahead of you at a race. And the reason why I put that in quotes is because according to the NCAA bylaws at the time, the reason that Leah Thomas finished ahead of Riley Gaines is because it was in alphabetical order. So because of that, they tied for 5th place. She was presented an award just prior to Riley. And that is when Riley decided to go off. And from there, her conservative influencer / activist career did as well. Because what she did was become a useful tool for republicanism, not just in 2025, but in the years past. And they will use her. What that dude behind the camera with the rooster said is true. They will use her. They will air whatever grievances she has because it is the song of the day, the song of the month, the song of the year. And once that time dries up and society starts to evolve and come around on this issue, she will be no longer in the limelight. She will be an afterthought. So what she's trying to do here is placate to what they want to do to each and every state, which is unfair. And in essence, say, yeah, I will be used. I will gladly be used. And in the process, I will become a millionaire. And that is exactly what she has become. That is exactly it. She wasn't always this way. What it was, at that point in time when she finished 5th, tied with Leah Thomas, was a golden off-ramp to financial paradise. And now what is she doing? She's continuing her bigotry, but also selling ivermectin. Shame.